Hello friends, it's Candace and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be, you read it right, I'm going to be giving myself a nostril piercing. So there's not much to it besides I have two nostril piercings on this side and one nostril piercing on this side. So basically, I want them to match, even though my nose is crooked, so it probably won't match anyway. But I'm going to have two paired nostrils by the end of this video. So if you're interested to see how I give myself a nostril piercing, just keep on watching. Really, there's not much to it. Obviously, I don't have an autoclave. I don't have like all these tools and stuff. I just got a few things. The first thing I have is a Q-tip. Then I have rubbing alcohol. This is almost out, but it is rubbing alcohol. And the next thing I'm going to use is this old straw because I needed something to put in my nose to catch the needle after it goes through. So this straw, I just cut it off of an old fast food cup that I've had sitting around in my room for the past few weeks. So I just cut off the little end of that so I could use that. Since it was right there, it's just pretty convenient. So I'm just going to use that. And then I'm going to be using this needle here. So we're all set to go with that. That's all the materials I'm going to be needing. I don't need a marker or anything because I really think I can just eyeball it. It seems pretty easy. I have a mirror down here. But it seems pretty easy, you know. Just got to judge where it goes and I'll just pierce through the spot that I want it pierced. So I don't really think it'll be too hard at all. So let's just get on started. So first thing I'm going to do is take my Q-tip and my rubbing alcohol and I'm just going to spray it so that the Q-tip is completely soaked with the rubbing alcohol. I would just spray the rubbing alcohol on my face, but then it would get all over my face. And then also I would need to clean the inside of my nose too, and I probably shouldn't be spraying rubbing alcohol inside my nose, so I'm just gonna hold my breath and clean the whole area. So just rub like this, and then the inside. Fumes. Okay, and then you just want to wipe it so it's dry, just so it's not wet at all, because if I go in there with my needle and it's wet, I'm just afraid the needle will slip off and I won't get the mark that I want to get, because especially since there's no mark, I really want to make sure it's not going to slip at all so I know where the needle goes. You know what I mean? Pretty much we're all sanitary and ready to pierce. I'm just going to take this straw. Now, I cut it on an angle. That way it can angle into my nose just perfectly there instead of like having to push my nostril up to get a flat seal. I can just stick the angled side right up there and it's right there behind where I want to pierce, pretty much. So then I'm just going to look at my nose. It's pretty much, I guess I can't distort it when I do that. Pretty much this nostril piercing is only a little bit far away from this, so I think I just gotta pierce right here where I have this dry flake of skin. That looks perfect. Yeah, okay. So then I'm just gonna stick the straw right up my nostril, the flat side angled toward my nose, and then press pretty firmly. Then you're gonna wanna feel for where it is. Now I can't really feel it, but it does hurt when I push it against the straw, so I think it's in the right area. So then I'm just going to take the pointy side of the needle and then I just got to align it and then make sure it's right and then just push it through. Like this video if I gotcha. I'm actually headed to the piercing place right now and I'm giving myself a nostril piercing in the way of I'm going to go to the piercing place and give it to myself by paying for it. So let me know. Like this video if I gotcha. If you're mad at me, feel free to dislike this video. Like, you know, I just feel like it's kind of funny. And I actually wanted to do this. I feel like it would have been better. I was gonna ask my friend if I could give her a nostril piercing and I would just pay for her nostril piercing, but it would have been the similar setup. But I don't think she's gonna get any nostril piercings anytime soon, so I was like, I'll just do it for myself. And I was also gonna get a piercing gun, but I don't have Amazon Prime, so I'm like, But anyway, let me know if you thought it was kind of silly, and I'll show you me getting my piercing. Now, I don't think I'm allowed to film in the piercing shop though, but I will take you along like the lead up. I don't know, it might be like kind of awkward to vlog in public, but we'll see. I'm not really a vlogger, but I don't think I'll be able to bring you in there since they don't allow it, and that sounds like a really anxious thing. Like, it really brings me the anxiety to even think about asking people if I'm like, can I film this? So I'm just gonna not do that because that's just extra stress, and I already get so stressed out like doing anything. But I'll show you me walk into the piercing shop, and then once I get out I'll show you how it looks and all that garbage. Anyway, see you in a second. I get so paranoid. I just always look around like I'm like doing something wrong, but I'm just scared someone's gonna sneak up behind me. Do you like my mask? I don't buy things, I just steal things from others, so I really couldn't tell you where this mask came from. Oh, so much construction. I literally got up the steps right as the train was leaving. It probably would have helped if I looked at times ahead of time, but I'm usually not that thought out. Anyway, I'll see you once I'm like out in the world and walking, I guess. There's so many people. And it smells like trash. So if you're wondering why my mask isn't on my nose, it's just because I'm outside. Whenever I go inside places, I leave it covered. Anyway, it was kind of an awkward transition. It seems I was way more nervous than I thought I was when recording this, and once I approached the studio, I was awkward sitting outside. I was like, should I vlog it? I don't know. I was anxious, blah, blah, blah. I was just a few minutes earlier than the appointment, so I just figured I'd sit outside and wait. And then this man started talking to me, which was cool. His name was Gary, but it was kind of awkward and weird, but it entertained me for the time that I was waiting to go in. And then once I was in the studio, then yeah, it was just like, I'm not going to ask to film, and I don't want to just film, and blah, blah, blah. Pretty much, I just waited around in there. I waited for them to autoclave my jewelry. I probably could have dropped it off a little earlier, but then I'd have to show up a lot earlier. So I just waited in the studio for them to clean it for me, and then waited my turn to see the piercer. And it was pretty good. And then while I was in there, the piercer was really nice, and she helped me with my crooked nose and the positioning I wanted and all that jazz, and I really like how it turned out. So I just got done. Well, I think there's someone behind me, so I feel awkward talking out loud. You probably can't even hear me right now. looks so good. And like, especially for how crooked my nose is, I couldn't have expected any better. I think this one, oh, there's no one, they're not even that close. I think, especially for how crooked my nose is, it looks pretty even. And then the way it lines up, since my nose is crooked, the one I just got is gonna like match up with the other one a lot more and blend in. And the one on this side, you're always gonna be able to see the face of them a little bit more, just because my nose goes this way. So like from the front, you'll be able to see this side more than you can see this side. But I'm like pretty pleased. I'm like, I think this one, the bottom one, was pierced straighter than this bottom one. But I don't think it'll matter because I want to put hoops in at least, I want to put a hoop in at least one of them, I think. So I think you won't even notice the difference. Anyway, I'm crossing the street. It's dangerous to talk and walk, you know what I'm saying? Okay, bye. My nose hurts. It's so cute, but I realized what's making it look the most uneven is because my first ones aren't the most even. It's just hard when your nose isn't perfectly symmetrical, which nobody's nose is. It's hard to make it even. But I noticed that even before I got either of these two pierced, that these ones weren't even. But they took so long to heal. I'll never take them out. It would take something really big for me to have to take them out. But these ones are so dead on. I can't believe she literally marked it once and it was perfect. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else to end this video, but thank you guys so much for coming along with me. I can't use both hands for the sign off. But thank you guys so much for coming along with me for this little piercing vlog. The air is probably so annoying. I'm sorry if I had you going there with the with my little decoy. Like, I hope I enraged some people and they left a comment, because that'll probably be really good for my engagement and all that jazz. But whether you liked it or didn't like it, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you want to do, I don't mind. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think. What did I make a dire mistake? Just comment down below. You guys have all been so nice to me, and I literally have 276 subscribers, and sometimes I'm like, I should have more by now. Like, I should be growing faster, but I'm also like, I'm such a loser. I'm like, dang, I'm pretty impressed. Like, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for subscribing. And also, if you watch my videos but you don't subscribe, please consider subscribing, just because YouTube puts ads on some of my videos, but I don't make money off of anything until I have 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe so YouTube's not taking all the money for all of my effort. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you. See you in the next one. Bye. Look how even they are. The first try, like she didn't even wipe off that first mark. But you can tell, like, these are so right, like the same distance from the edge of my nostril, and then this one's higher up. But you can see that this nostril is lower, so it was hard when we were placing these initially, these first ones. But what can you do?